What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and what we're going to be talking about today is how I built a 4 million coin MUT team. I think I've opened up 2 bundles, and I've done a ridiculous amount of solos. So a lot of people have been asking me, yo, Gmi, how are you building your team? What exactly have you done? Now, I haven't done anything that I haven't shown you. Whether I've tweeted it out, with my Sean Taylor pull that I got from that 86 to 89 overall pack opening, whatever I've done, I always show you guys so that it's like an open book. You understand exactly what it takes to make your team suitable and also not spending as much. Now, I've played against guys that have $3,000 teams. My team is by nowhere near $3,000. I have no team diamonds. I don't even know how that guy did that, okay? But again, we can still build our teams up and make them suitable to compete with anyone, okay, by just picking the proper positions and understanding how the players play. So like I said, I always try to explain to you guys, anything that's available for me in like these things, like I'm going to be finishing up my daily MUT objective and, try to get a chance at a certain amount of coins or whatever. Right now, I'm currently at level 40. I go through this and I look for stuff, to be able to do. That's part of what I do in order to help me understand what's going on within the game, if there's any way I can get any additional coins, stuff like that. Like I recently figured out after someone told me like, oh, I can just use any Shazier in the situation to pretty much, figure out what's going on with his MUT master stats, because they didn't do it like this last year. Last year, you had to have the Sean Taylor to do any of the MUT master stats. This year, you could have started doing this with the 71 overall. I didn't know that. So it's very, very ideal for you guys to know these things and to be, accumulating coins that you could then, put forward into your actual MUT team. Okay, so definitely look through this regularly, see what's going on, and just understand what's going on. Because like I said, I do my MUT daily objectives every day. Okay, so what I'm going to do real quick, though, is I'm going to buy a pack from the store. I'm going to go with this gold player pack because that's what's popping right now. I'm going to see what's going to be in it. Probably going to be straight garbage. Doesn't really matter. It's just the gold. Everybody that I know has pulled an elite. I still have not. It's going to happen. Don't worry about it too much. I feel really, really upset that I just did that because now I just lost 4,500 when I could have did a get a player pack. But that's neither here nor there. Let's move on from it. So, again, this is what happened, right? I've played all of my solos, which I'm going to be explaining to you guys how you got to do it thoroughly and everything like that to make sure. But all of these solo challenges, this one being the most ridiculous with the 173, okay? They give you packs that have cards that are auctionable and tradable, okay? Not like last year. Everything is not nat. You're going to get some that are nat, but everything is not nat, which is very, very huge on EA's part. Very, very huge, okay? So moving forward, you have to understand that these cards that you get from here reflect heavily on what you pick. So with the team diamonds, right? If you pick like the Jaguars team and you get lucky, which a lot of you guys did, and you get a Jalen Ramsey, you get a Boye, you get things like that, you're pretty much all set because all of this is free. There's no contracts. You're literally, all it costs you is your time. So once you evaluate how your time is and what you got to do, you sit there, you play the solo challenges, you get a lot of different cards like I did, you put them into token sets, you get glitchy pulls that remain on your squad, and you just move on. But this is a huge part of how my team became, over 4 million coins, all right? Because my pack luck has been total garbage. If you don't believe me, go over to my playlist right here at GmiasWorld with my pack openings. You're going to probably cry for me if you care, all right? So now, let's look at the team and what's going on. All right. When I got Mike Vick, right? Mike Vick initially, he was at when I did his set, it cost me about 600 and something K, right? Then I powered him up. Okay, so what does that mean? The powering up is equivalent to a coin amount because you got to spend, you got to get rid of cards and stuff like that and do different things to get training points, which is why I show you guys how to get training points very fast on my channel and stuff like that. Then you got to go to chemistry, which requires more. Okay, and you got to continue to do this to build up your players. So even after you get a card, you then got to spend more coins and quick sell more cards to get that player up to the optimum level. So there's a lot of other things that you need to do in order to be successful with this game. Okay, so make sure that you understand that because that's going to come into play when you get these cards. So he was about 600, 700K. Randy Moss is a cool million by himself. Like, power him up. He's well over 1 million coins right now. And is he worth it? Absolutely. Because what they've done is they've gone away from all the ridiculousn's with all the sliding in animations for the most part. Like you won't, unless you really get a dude that's an idiot, that's playing the dumbest defense ever, even if you throw the ball deep, if the defender is somewhere around the area, they're going to still make the tackle. But it's not really bad to where they just slide into you and do crazy things like how it used to be back in the day. All right. So is he worth the coins? Absolutely 100% he is. All right. Now, with this physical chemistry about adding like, you know, more training points, that's 1,000, bro. That's going to cost you like 70K in coins. All right. Because if you do it right, you could probably snipe something for 775, like a 60K 87 overall card that gives you 775. And then, you know, with the rest, I've been doing a lot of sniping. So that's it's pretty decent, but it costs you a lot. All right. So you got to be aware of that when you're doing whatever you're doing, that I'm going after sprinter, right? So I'm going to have to get 30 players that have this. So that's going to be 30,000. That's 30,000 of these training points. All right. That is a lot. So you have to make sure that you understand. First of all, you got to figure out the 30 players that you're going to put it on. That's what a lot of you guys don't understand. You guys are like, yeah, bro, I'm going to be adding sprinter like you said, Gmia. Bro, what 30 players though? You see what I'm saying? Because I think you could, I'm not sure, but I think you could add it to some of the coaches. But what 30 players? Would you go 5? And then you got to go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 11 for your tight end. All right, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So now you got to be giving it to backups, okay? You got to be giving backups those chems. Or, like I said, maybe your coach will be able to deal with it. Maybe, you know, you can upgrade your coach and do it. But again, we have to wait to see what's going on with that. Like with this right here, with all these Jaguar scheme stuff, if I was supposed to upgrade Doug Marrone, which I'm not going to do, what would happen is we would have to see exactly what's going on. And then again, you would need more of these Jaguar players. And I don't think that I'm going to have the time to put in, you know what I'm saying, 40 Jag players and all that stuff like that. So more than likely, eventually, through playing online, I'm going to get my 200 Series 1 tokens, and I'm going to complete John Madden and see what John Madden has to offer. Okay? So we're going to go back into it. I'm going to continue to tell you about what's going on. So the way that I was able to put this, because remember, I didn't get any glitchy pulls for my packs. I made tokens, and I did flashback packs. I did heavyweight packs, and I made my coins that way. Okay, so all right, we got the Randy Moss, we got Mike Vick. Our O-line alone, like these 5 players right here, 1 million coins. This guy got powered up, so I used a little bit more. So we're at almost about 2.7, 2.8 million right now, just offensively, with the way my team is right there. And like I said, you could check my bundles and what I opened, and then you could go ahead and see that I did all those solos. All right. Now, when you go over here, this guy right here, I was lucky enough to pull his 80, what was it, the 88 overall through the 86 to 89 overall pack that we used with the Series 1 tokens. Best decision I've made so far in MUT, because if I didn't do it that day, I probably wouldn't have this 90 overall Sean Taylor right now. All right, so he adds a lot. Eric Berry's powered up. He adds a lot. Bosa, the value of the team, Boye, these guys that are powered up right now, my defense is looking really, really ridiculous. Okay, now, this guy sucks, right? But he's just there temporarily because I had to sell Fletcher Cox, who I got out of a set. I mean, not out of a set, out of a free pack from EA. When I did the Gauntlet solos, I think, no, did I pull him from that or did I pull him from a bundle? I don't know. I got some glitchy card that I sold ASAP, but I needed it because I had to get rid of him for Randy Moss. I also sold my Carson Wentz that I got from Journey for training points because I needed to power up Vic. So there's a lot of different things and a lot of different values that would probably make my team worth more than 4 million. But the whole objective is it's so many different ways to get your team to this level. Primarily, like even with this guy, he's a gauntlet player. Him and Jair, right? They're both gauntlet players. And I've been getting a lot of complaints from you guys like, yo, bro, Jair Alexander sucks and stuff like that. No, he doesn't. Stop it. No, he doesn't. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I'm going to tell you, like, bro, when a player is just straight trash, I'll let you guys know. But if you look at this guy, bro, 88 speed, okay? Now, he's 5'11", and he's undersized with it and, you know, whatever like that. But he's a very, very good corner in this game. And Gauntlet happens very, very fast. It's not like the Journey. See, the Journey is a literal journey. Like, you're going to be there for at least 3 days. It took me 3 days, and I was sitting there playing for maybe, I would say 3 hours a day. And I was just grinding it out. I had True Clock on, and I was just running through it. But it took me 3 days to do it because what happens is a lot of you guys sit there and try to get everything done the same day. Never going to work in MUT. Never going to work. Not going to happen. You're going to have to partition your time and know exactly what you're doing, divide it up so that you can also handle stuff that's going on in your regular everyday life. Don't get to that point where you just sit there for for 24 hours like an idiot, and then, you know what I'm saying, try to finish everything, because like I said, you might get, you know, your players faster, but it's going to cost you in your regular general life. So just, you know, figure out how to partition your time and know what you're dealing with. All right. But these guys, like, the value of my defense is not as high, but this guy and Anthony Barr. So Sean Taylor, Anthony Barr, Eric Berry, Ladder Daddy, a.k.a. Ladder Goat, Joey Bosa, you know, powering him up. These are huge things. You know what I'm saying? This cost you. So regardless of which way you decide to take, you're going to spend. It's going to happen. It doesn't even matter. I haven't even added a chemistry to this guy yet. I could even add lockdown, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know if I wanted to add lockdown or what I wanted to do, what was going on with it. Because I was thinking with Joey Bosa, we could do like a pass rush, you know, or run stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to figure that out in a little bit. And then with the physical, like I said, I want to go ahead and do sprinter with everyone and figure out how we're going on with that. But for the most part, it's the additional power-up situation that costs you more and makes your team more valuable. And it's so beautiful that you can downgrade all of them and then get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, pretty much just do whatever you want. Just downgrade them, get rid of them if they start playing bad, and it is what it is. But building your team is easier than ever, okay? Because if you just want to go straight, no money spent, I believe this year, with the way that they have the solos, making those cards auctionable, and the way that you can do it, I think that this year over all the previous years, because like even when MUT started, they kind of encouraged you to buy packs, but it wasn't as popping, but they gave you a lot better pack luck. But this year, with the way that they've designed it and all the solos and everything about it, I don't see why all of you guys can't have, you know, 86, 87 overall teams with no money spent. I chose to buy the packs, you know, for your entertainment, to see what you guys thought about it, and my pack luck is total garbage. But that doesn't mean that everybody needs to buy packs. Because most of the guys that, you know, that comment on my channel, you guys are no money spent. And you're like, yo, Gmia, thank you for letting me know about the solos. I did all that stuff, and I pulled this, I pulled that. So it's definitely something that you could do with it. But just be aware that there are many, many sets that you can use your free cards to use to get MUT coins to build your team. Okay? Many, many sets. All right? Get used to the MUT tokens. Get used to making tokens. Okay? Get used to making these tokens. Get used to putting these tokens into heavyweight sets, okay, and eating, just straight eating. Every time you get a heavyweight pack, right now it's popping, keep doing that. If you're playing online, don't be scared to go over here and use your trophies, okay? If you got 40, go ahead and do what's right and do this set right here. This is how I got my Sean Taylor, and you just keep grinding like that, man. And before you know it, your team is going to be worth millions. And then as your team gets better, you're going to notice on the field how better they play. And then you're just going to enjoy the game that much more. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. You can see I'm at 86 overall, and we're going to keep grinding. See you guys next time. One love.